So I just had the doctor call me, and he said that he removed that thing out of my dad's throat. He said it wasn't cancerous, but he sent it off to biopsy it, and uh, he said some other stuff about it being really close to the esophagus, and he didn't want to do something that would perforate the esophagus, which would be deadly. Obviously, not good. I said, does he need any, you know, special care? Anything I need to know about? He's like, no, I don't think so. He sounds young, and I see what my dad meant when he said he didn't. He was having a difficulty because he sounds young and inexperienced, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's just the way he sounds. He sounds like all right guy though. Not too distant, as some doctors can sound very, like not even like they're coming from a whole different realm. But I appreciated that he called me and he let me know. But then he said the nurses would call when he was ready. Because I don't have the position to go and get him, and I don't know if he's been left there, by a bear. I just don't know. And I don't know what's going on with me, but my feet are completely swollen to where I can barely walk. I mean, they're all fucked up. I got I can barely bend them. My toes are cracking open. I've got like the worst fucking nonstop headache that I've ever had in a long time. My lips are burnt. Like I've got radiation burn on my lip. Um, I can barely eat. My stomach is just blows up. And I know my dad had that too. We just had so much fucking gas. And like mine is so bad, I have hemorrhoids. So whatever the hell's going on is like demobilized me. I can barely even move. I don't feel like I'm sick, but I do feel like I'm sick. It's like something's aggravating my body because it's really fucking inflamed for some reason. I don't know. I've got weird fucking pulsations and tingles, weird sensations and shit. So I don't know. It just seems like a weird fucking day. I feel like in a weird fog or something like that. I really don't know what's going on, and I hope you can make it home. All right. Sucks not being able to drive. For the driver's license shit. Because really, I only need to drive for my dad. I don't care to go anywhere. I'm happy at home, doing my thing here. I like to be able to go somewhere sometimes. But really, not so much. Not for a long time. I've anticipated was sort of ahead, and it didn't happen. What was going on with the world? But we've been waiting for this for a long time. So whatever's going on is to cover up what's really going on, which is catastrophic end of era, beginning of new era type shit. Planet X? I don't know about no Planet X. I've been hearing this shit. There may be something out there. There may, I don't, who knows, you know. But ultimately, it seems like there's a space influence upon the Earth. that has grown over time. Um, we've clearly got every fucking the news, the governments, the shills, whoever they are. It's like it's not bad enough to have to go through some shit, but you have all these liars, you know, trying to get all their fingers in the pie, you know, so that you can't know what it is and you can't trust what you hear. And it's just that just seems absurdly ridiculous to me, you know? People are just trying to live, to have their own lives and shit. But you got these control freaks. And they've always been here. And if it's aliens, then it's fucking aliens. If it's demons, it's fucking demons. But whatever it is, they infiltrate the humanity, and then you can't communicate, you can't talk, you get death and chaos and confusion, and that's all they ever fucking produce. Humans require a a fucking a free choice sort of thing. You know, humans need to have freedom. Humans aren't animals that you can just lock up and hook to a fucking mill thing to go around and grind your corn. You know, we're a very special thing going on. We have our own spirit, you know, we lose touch with it, we reconnect it, and then we have all these other entities that are trying to occupy our body and world. And that's really, really, at the end of the day, what's going on. Because you got a bunch of entities that don't have bodies. And they have to make them because they're under some sort of judgment, or I don't know what it is. But, you know, the material world is the ground level for a lot of shit. You know, a lot of things that existed before and don't exist now still have an astral existence or some sort of something going on. So I really don't know what to make of it sometimes. It's hard to really decipher. But it really makes me introverted. And it really makes me not want to interact with the world just because of the amount of stupid. And I've paid harshly for my introversion. Not too bad, but I mean, in a way, yeah. Because when I see people in the world, when I see and interact with people, especially the ones that are younger, I'm 42. I don't, but I feel young, you know? I don't feel old. But then again, I do feel old. I spiritually feel very old. Like I've had a lot more experiences in either I don't remember any of my past lives, so I can't say that it's even a past life. It could have been a different dimension. Who the fuck knows? But I feel like I have a purpose for being here. And I feel like it's a mission, like a wanderer. Like something was going on here and we agreed to come. Because even agreeing to come would offset whatever fucking bullshit the negative energies was trying to hold and lock and hold on to. Because I'm not into that. I'm really not. I don't care what people do. If they're not harming each other, they're not raping and slaving each other or killing each other. I think people need to be free. If people want to smoke weed, let them smoke weed. If they want to shoot heroin, let them shoot heroin. If they die, they die. That's the way I think. And I think that whenever you start trying to get into people's business and tell them what to do and tell them this is wrong and this is right, you just make more criminals. You know? Whereas you don't. You might have addicts And you might have pieces of shit, but do they not destroy themselves? You know, and most people will change their process.
Vita Fusion
Hold on,
Yummy
I gotta
Blend
get
is
some
really good
headache
addition.
medicine.
Maybe because it's a fusion of healthy vitamins and delicious fruit flavors? Fusion, like a karate.
Oh God,
It's probably the healthy delicious thing. Mmm, Vita Fusion.
it's really difficult for me to see the level of pain that my dad goes through, and then not be able to do a damn thing
So
about
much
it.
fun together, and
Ugh,
we just vibe so easily together.
I don't even like
He's
to.
always right there with us.
I don't even know how to change his channel on his TV. I used to be more in his shit than I am now. I'm way more respectful and careful, you know, because I've had to grow in my relationship with my dad because we had all that missing time that we didn't have whenever I was young. So it's like the same situation with my kids. I don't know my kids as kids because of all the problems I've had with their mom, and the simple fact that she was a taker. She gets her child support, but she doesn't. She vanishes. She doesn't make any attempt. I'm not gonna drag her into court and do all that shit because I'll tell you about the courts. They're not your friends. They're not on your side ever. They're gonna turn you into a number, and then they're gonna turn that number into money coming away from you, and that's all that they've ever done. Should I have visitation rights? Yeah. But you know what? I trusted in her to honor me by doing that herself. And she just blew it off. But if she didn't get that money, I guarantee you they'll come and arrest me and put me in jail. And then I'll sit in there and she won't even show up. I don't even know who that person is anymore. Honestly. Yeah, I watched her change. And she came here, and the last time I saw her, you know, she takes that Xanax. And it was the real person that I met and knew. And then she somehow got her prescription changed to the Walgreens, went up there and got it. Moment she took that shit, she was a whole nother person I didn't know. I wouldn't even touch her. And I did. I did before that. It was I had an amazing one night with this girl that I loved, and it's like having them die. It's like where are they at? It's a very fucked up feeling. They say that that's the Grail state in the psychic warfare school. That when you have that person you love and it's like they're dead or they've died, it pushes your assemblage point inside of your body and does some weird shit. Allows you to be like super soldier in their energy body mode. And there's probably something to that that's going on because there's definitely a lot of mind control going on there because that whole family was somehow prostitutes of military shit going on. So most of my relationship has been an op, although I didn't know it, or a breeding program where they got whatever actual DNA that we have as a mix. They wanted that, and they got it. And I don't have much information on that other than what I know to be truth. You know, why do I make these videos? Why do I tell the story? Because this is just where I'm at, and it's not a report on any other thing. This is just somebody talking about their life and their experience in the moment that they're having it. Because a lot of what is to be gained is gained when someone says a comment or something like that. And no, I'm not putting any magic rituals on anyone. I don't do that. Although I have magic. I am a natural magic user. You know, that may not make sense to some people, but to those who have that ability, they know what I'm talking about. It's not something to be taken lightly. And it's definitely something that you're tested about. You know, maybe that's part of the conditions of coming down into this in Wanderer, because it's like if you have magic, you could do, and then you're wiped of your mind. You don't know your previous experiences. Then the dark side tries to put in to get you, and they want you to hurt people. So you're tested to see if you are willing to hurt people or take life or do something like that. And I am not. I'm not willing to do that sort of harm or take life to other people. I'm just not. I'm not going to do it. If I was in the military and I was at war, that's a different story. But you know, the war that I'm at now, we are in a war. It's the war of on the human consciousness. And although it doesn't appear to be like we're winning, I think that we are, and I stand by that.